Hi guys, welcome back to Red Wine Girl Time. Today we're going to cover a wide range of topics centering around relationships. So I finally got you guys to send me in some emails asking me for advice, one of my favorite things to do. And so today we're going to talk about a bond being stronger than a title, should I have sex with my ex-boyfriend, and dating when you are still a virgin. Hey Saika, I found your channel off of Eloho's page, and girl, I love this show. I'm emailing you because my ex and I started talking and now he wants to see me. I already know what my friends are going to say, but I really love him and I'm kind of torn on how to handle this if he wants to take it there. Not that I don't want to, but I also don't want to be confused or end up looking stupid. We have a long history and maybe it is dumb to keep going back, but yeah, what do you think I should do? Okay. Oh, that's good. So if there's anybody who knows a lot about going back, hi. The first thing that I want to address is your friends. So when it comes to our friends and our family and people that really love us, you have to be mindful of the fact that how they perceive this person that you love is solely based on a picture that you've painted. And so somewhere along the line, with whatever details you've provided to them, it's made them go against this person. So I definitely understand not wanting to, talk to them about it yet. So I don't want to be another one of those friends that tells you don't have sex with your ex. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you not to have sex with him, but I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't. And the reason why you shouldn't have sex with your ex, someone that you have history with, someone that you are afraid of looking stupid over again, via your words, is because there's still a longing for more. So if you want something more with this person and you guys have this back and forth situation that you've been doing for a while, at some point you have to do things differently. And so by doing things differently, I mean, if he's asking you to hang out, finally, like, yo, like, come see me, and your mind instantly goes to, we might have sex, then that's a pattern that you guys frequent. So if that's a pattern that you guys frequent, then you already know how bomb the sex is. Like, you and him both know what the sex is. I know what it is. I know what it's hitting for. I know it's good. You know it's good. We know how the chemistry is between us. So with that being said, I don't have anything to prove to you. Like, most of the times when we're falling back into those patterns of just having sex with someone, especially when it's your ex, you always want them to see what they're missing out on, right? And because you want him to see what he's missing out on, the first thing that you think about, or the first thing that he's going to think about, is that physical connection. But there's so much more to your relationship than that. The fact that you guys have history means that there's so much more to your relationship and your feelings than that. But when you use sex at the forefront, then you kind of start to cloud your judgment and you cloud his judgment, and then you guys fall back into this pattern. So you shouldn't have sex with him because you want more. You know that you want more. So in order for the both of you to take each other seriously, not just like, oh, I'm not like trying to tell you like, oh, hold out so he can take you seriously, but like, if you want this to progress, then you guys have to reestablish that very first connection. That very first connection, that foundation, is usually friendship. So go see him, go spend time with him, but have enough restraint to say, you know what, I don't think sex is a good idea. There's so many other things, there's so many other new things, like, all right, you might have new tricks, but there's so many other new things and new aspects of you and new aspects of him that you two should be introduced to. And I think that if ultimately you want to progress and you want this person to be in your life for the long run and for the long term, then I don't think having sex is a good idea. If you don't want him in your future and you're kind of tired of this history game, but you want to just be with somebody that you're familiar with, I also understand that. Like, all right, so then yeah, like I would go have sex, but don't go have sex catching feelings. If you want to have feelings, I don't think that you should have sex. I think you guys should have your feelings be based on a friendship and fall back in love that way. Don't fall back in love with the sex. If you guys don't give each other the chance to grow in other ways, then sex will forever keep you where you are in that what's that thing, that rat wheel, and you're not gonna be happy. Like, you're not gonna be happy. Forget about feeling stupid. You're just not gonna be happy. I'm team be stupid. Like, I love to feel stupid. Stupid in love, that's my thing. But happiness ultimately is what's most important and what should be most important to you. So yeah, girl, like, I don't think you should, but if you're going to, be safe. Dear Saika, I've been talking to this guy for about 6 months now, and I feel like I'm still waiting for him to ask me to be his girlfriend officially. I really like what we have. Sometimes I think giving it a title will ruin things, but I feel like the title would make me feel more secure. Should I just ask him to be my boyfriend or wait it out? So this kind of reminds me of like this whole thing where we like to say that a bond is stronger than a title, and I really don't agree with that. Like, okay, it's like showing up to work. Oh my God, I have the perfect analogy. Ready? Here we go. This is like showing up to a job every single day and you put in 45 hours, right? You are putting in that work. And then Tuesday comes and the manager is giving out checks and he doesn't have one for you. And you like, but I've been here all week working hard. And so he's like, thank you, but you were never hired. You don't work here. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is. This whole like, oh, I have a bond, I don't need a title thing, but you're putting in the work. Like you're committed to this person. We've become so conditioned to be committed to non-commitment. So when a man is in a relationship with a woman, what he tends to like identify as being her boyfriend is usually a title, quality time, and gifts, right? So if a man gives you a title, gives you quality time, and like buys you gifts, ultimately he feel like, yeah, that's my girl. For a woman, what a woman relates to being in a relationship with a man, what she gives to him is sex, loyalty, and her undivided attention. Here's the thing, right? Men don't go around just giving all three of these things to any and every woman, or even, and not to say that women give all three things to any and every man, but what I'm saying is that men are very, very, very particular about who they allow to think, oh yeah, you're my girl. Women, on the other hand, if we choose you, we choose you. And so like, without a title and without gifts and without quality time, if we choose you and you're not giving us any of those things, we're still giving you, the man, the things like sex, loyalty, and undivided attention. And so those are the things that we do without a title. We will do these things without a title, and it makes us feel secure, like, or not even secure, but it makes us feel like, oh, okay, we're in a relationship. No, we're not. He's not your man, you're his girl. Like, that's not how that goes. So bringing it back to, oh God, I'm just rambling on and on. I gotta bring it back to your question. Should I ask him to be my boyfriend or wait it out? So it's hard to say. Should you ask him to be your boyfriend? I mean, I hate to sound crazy, but like, you're kind of already his girlfriend, but he's not your boyfriend. This is not an easy question to answer. Should you ask him to be your boyfriend? I'm gonna go ahead and say go ahead and do it. But if you're going to do it, just keep in mind, like, weigh out your options of your best case scenario and your worst case scenario. Like, if he says, okay, yes, awesome. But if he says no, then does that mean that you stop being his girlfriend? I hope that that's what that means for you. But just remember, like, you can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. It never hurts to ask. I feel like that's kind of a form of shooting your shot. But also for me, on the other hand, like, I'm definitely the person that I will wait for you to ask me to be your girlfriend. And if it doesn't happen soon enough for me, like, if it doesn't happen, like, if I'm talking to you for 6 months, 8 months, a year, I've actually been in a thing with someone for almost like a year and a half. If we don't start to turn this into the next step, then you know what, I'm actually good. I'm gonna go. Yeah, so I would encourage you, if you feel like that's something that you can do, then by all means go ahead and do it. Okay, so this last one was actually a comment that was left on the emotionally unavailable video. So I did respond to her comment when she posted it, but I do think that this was a really, really good question that I want to revisit, especially because she didn't respond to my response, so I don't know if she like saw it. But so here we go. Okay, is being emotionally unavailable while a virgin a thing because no one wants to date you because of that standard that you have for yourself? Or if you do happen to find someone that wants to date you, they say they'll quote unquote wait, but you need to give them head in order for it to work. Is that a thing? Because if it's reoccurring every time you try to branch out and try to date, but every single outcome is the same, that's when the walls go up and become stronger to break down. That's when you don't feel like a regular human being. That's when you feel unworthy and unwanted. So I guess my question is, how do you get past it? When I first read that, I was really, really, really annoyed. Like, in my mind, I wanted to just walk up to mad dudes and just punch them in the face for being stupid. First of all, shout outs to the virgins. Like, in this sex crazed society that we live in, for you to retain something so special to you, like, that's dope. And don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Like, that's amazing. I guess basically your question though is, like, how do you get past your insecurities about being a virgin as you are trying to date? Like, does this make you emotional? Does being a virgin make you emotionally unavailable and therefore you shouldn't date? Being a virgin does not make you emotionally unavailable, and you should definitely date. You seem to view your gift, that's what I'm gonna call it. You seem to view your gift of virginity as a negative thing, and it's really not. And so I'm a firm believer that, like, perception is reality, and while we can't always shape other people's reality, with our own perception we can shape ours. And I'm a believer in the law of attraction, like, what you put out is what you receive. So what I would tell you is to just write down all the wonderful reasons why you see yourself as amazing, and focus on all the things that make you dope. How beautiful you are, how it feels when you do something that you're passionate about, what it's like when you smile, and think of all the amazing qualities that you have that say, I am worthy of being in a relationship with someone, and I am worthy of being appreciated, I'm worthy of being loved. I do think it's a self-love thing, because, like, right now to you, your virginity is the biggest thing about you. It's the most obvious mask and face that you wear every day. So you, for yourself, not just for dating, but firstly for yourself, you have to bring value to that. Because if you don't bring value to it, and if you don't see how wonderful it is, and if you don't see how beautiful it is for you to still be a virgin at whatever age that you are, for you to still have that choice, if you don't see how beautiful it is, then no one else is going to see how dope and how bomb that is. And so, like, when you're going on dates, in your mind, it's almost like, I would assume I like, for me, with this kind of for me, based on like what you described, I would assume that like when you're going on dates, one of the first things that you're thinking about is, should I tell him I'm a virgin? Should I tell him I'm a virgin? Should I tell him I'm a virgin? You're not trying to have sex on the first date. You're not even trying to have sex on the second date. So like, don't worry about it. If the conversation comes up later on, then yes, that is something that you mentioned, but you don't even know if you, like, on a first date or even a second date or a third date, you don't really know how much you like this person, or if you want to share just your mind and your conversation with that person. So don't think about sex. Don't think about the fact that, oh, I should tell him that I'm not having sex, but if I tell him that I'm not having sex, then he's not gonna enjoy this date. Like, you're thinking too much about it. There's so much more to you. There's so much more to everyone, not just you, because like, not just the virgins, but there's so much more to everyone and every woman and every man than their sex. And so if you're approaching the date thinking about that, then you're already setting yourself up for failure. Guys are idiots. That's not your fault. But I promise you, once you start to feel differently about the fact that you're a virgin, and stop letting other people shape and stop letting other people shape how you feel about this gift of yours, then dating is gonna go so much better and you won't be so guarded, because I really do think that the main issue here is that you've had so many bad experiences, you're continuing to just constantly think about, oh man, I'm a virgin, oh man, I'm a virgin, instead of like, I'm a virgin, so what's up? Like, are you worthy? Because if not, bye. You have to remember that you are the prize. You are the prize. That is a gift, and you don't give gifts to just anybody. You don't give gifts to strangers. Yeah, these were hard. I feel like when I first read them, I was like, oh, I can talk about that. And then I got in front of the camera and I'm like,